Guys, just checking in on our frogs and toads. Starting with the toads first because I'm in that room. This is the toad tank. We have one right up in the front right there. And this is much bigger. And you can see it's mostly land because they don't go in the water very much. So they only have that little pool. There's this one in the front. There's two right there just hanging out. It's late at night. Now we're going to go check on our frogs. Alright, before we get to the frogs, I walked by this tank. And some of these fish were in our classroom, the glowfish. 4 of them were in our fish tank at school. So I figured I'd let you see them because we haven't seen them in a while. This is with the lights off. And how they look, I'll turn the lights on in just a second so you can see them. And this is with the lights on. They're in a very, very big tank right now. But when we get back to school, I will bring a couple of them back with me. So they are hanging out until they go back to school, just like us. All right, now to the frogs. So here we are checking on our frogs. The majority of them, well, 3 of them are frogs already. Justina put a new land thing in there. One's there. One was on top, but I just scared it and went into the back. But we still have 1 tadpole left in there. It has its front and back legs, but it still has most of its tail. It's the last one to turn into a frog. So Miss Tina has turned to feeding them crickets, and I believe they ate them all. Gave them little places to hide up on the land, things to jump on. And that's our froggies. And they're eating very, very well, and they're doing really well. The other one's hiding somewhere in there. Probably behind the filter. Here's one of the other ones. Look how beautiful they came out. Pretty stripes on them. So now we have 3 frogs, and it doesn't look like they're eating any of the fish. I see them chase them, but they're not eating them. So now they're just hanging out and they're friends. So they like to eat the crickets. So this is 1, 2. This is a smaller one, a little bit darker. And there's another one hiding way back there behind the filter. And then our last tadpole, which is right in the middle. It's hard to see. But that's our last one. So hopefully that will be a frog soon. And then we will have frogs. And we'll see. Maybe Miss Tina will bring the frogs back to school instead of the fish. We'll see what happens. I'll see how long we're out of school for before I decide. There's a little stick resting on his head. He thinks he's hiding, but he's right in the front. Ooh, he's kicking the fish. He went inside one of the little pots. I think he's our biggest one. He's our oldest one right there. Very, very cute. So, once they're all frogs, we'll move them into a bigger tank so they have more land to get around with. Right now they're too small. I could put them with the toads, but the toads would probably eat them because they're too small. Frogs and toads will eat anything that fits into their mouth. So these guys are a little too small, and those big toads would probably try to chase them. But these guys are super, super fast. Look at him. So cool. Love it.